Hey guys, welcome back to the next episode of the G&A Podcast. I am the Zodiac member who lost the ability to cry as he got older, Doo.
And I am the guy who can pump it but make sure it doesn't pop, Sober-Oni.
Oh god. Oh, I like her so much better. Welcome back to the G&A Podcast. We talk about all things anime. How are you doing today or tonight, Oni?
I'm doing well tonight. I got some good work in videos, and this was a really short week for anime, so it was really easy to watch everything.
Yeah, I was just telling Oni how I usually like to drink tea, like black tea with caffeine in it, or green tea with caffeine in it to get me, going.
Mm-hmm.
That's because we spend a lot of time just like talking. But this time I actually got the opposite. I got herbal tea, so it's gonna actually calm me down. But you know what? I'm actually feeling, I feel the energy just naturally. So
We got a very chill Drew tonight.
Oh yes. What are you talking about? I am always chill. I am ice cold, baby.
But before we get into our first segment, or do you want to do the?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
Espada. Shout out to Espada because he brought up a good point. For those of you who haven't seen our summer 2020 anime preview video, go check that out. But we picked our shows that we're covering in the summer season for the next set of the podcast. And we kind of forgot that, Railgun is coming back because it ended on such a great spot. I forgot it was going to continue.
Yeah.
So, Espada reminded us that it is continuing in July. So, I like the lineup we have, so we're going to leave it up to you guys to choose between Food Wars Season 5, Shokugeki no Soma Season 5, or continuing Railgun T. Let us know in the comments down below. Just say Railgun if you want Railgun, or Shokugeki if you want Shokugeki. It'll be between those two, since those are the two that were delayed until July from last season. So
yes.
Just let us know.
And also, this has nothing to do with that, or even this podcast. This lemon ginger tea right now is actually everything. It is so naturally tasty. It's just the not too much ginger that's overpowering. It complements the lemon just right. It is so good. I was listening to Oni talk, and then I was just like, holy shit, this tea is actually delicious. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to share with you guys. It's really good.
Add it to my shopping list. Alexa, add whatever Drew just said to my shopping list.
No, please don't. I don't notify that bitch of anything. She wakes me up all the time when I'm over there. Something I unfortunately remembered when I went over there for the karaoke stream. He's like, hi, my name's Alexa. I'm going to wake you up at 6 a.m. I'm like, oh, yay, I missed this.
I don't know how. It never wakes me up.
Personal vendettas aside, let us start with our first segment, our new segment called This Week in Anime. I think I'm gonna go first with this one. I have two pieces of news. This one's just really silly. So perennial Tokyo Governor Kane cosplays as Lelouch for latest campaign poster. So basically, some musician was like, haha, I'm gonna get the weebs on my side this election, and he apparently has like this his poster, and he says like, I Teruki Goto command you, vote for me.
I don't know if Lelouch is the best person to model yourself after as a political candidate.
I mean, honestly.
I hope his opponent dresses up like Yagami and says, vote for me or I'll write your name.
Yes, I know that should be a requirement. Everyone should be just required to like cosplay as like some psychopathic MC and just say some crazy stuff and be like, vote for me.
Some guy just out here dressed up like Vegeta. Somebody comes out. Oh, yes, please. All politicians take note. This is how you win elections.
Yes, although apparently this was taken 2 years ago. I don't know if this is news now. Maybe he's like still like running it, the same ad. That's like very interesting that this is a story that they're running. I guess he's also running, yeah, for this year. So I guess he's using the same campaign.
Lazy.
Oh, you said it, not me. Well, best of luck to you, Tekurigoto.
Yes. Best of luck, whatever your politics are.
Whatever your politics are. Hope you're not like a neo-Nazi or anything.
Yeah. Please don't be.
Do they have any neo-Nazis?
I'm pretty sure there's some like extreme, like we're gonna bring back imperialistic Japan type of party.
Yeah,
we're gonna colonize Asia.
Yeah, probably.
All right, shall I move on to my little tiny piece of news?
Mm-hmm.
So the Heaven's Feel movie, the third movie, has finally gotten a rescheduled release date, which will be this August 15th. So relatively soon, actually. It'll be appearing August 15th in theaters, which means they haven't given a US release date yet, but it's usually about 2 months after the JP release date, so you can probably think around October, November-ish for NA. And I'm hyped for that because I cannot wait to see it in theaters. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yes, I can't wait for us to see it in 2021.
2020. Listen, I'll go to the theater with my fucking mask on and sit 20 seats away from you, alright?
Be like, oh my god, Ellie, that was hilarious. No, I'm just kidding. That wouldn't be. That's me and Xavier. Me and Xavier are the ones who like yell on the movie, and I appreciate that. Thanks, Xavier. Thanks for making me feel a lot less alone and embarrassed.
Oh shit! Maybe if it comes out in November, Shion will be here. Oh, I hope that happens.
Oh my god, hopefully they come out on my birthday. I mean, they say for my birthday.
Like everything just coincides with each other. Shion's here. It's your birthday. We just go. COVID's or the C word is gone. Sorry,
God damn it. Well, that's nice. Time to end the vote. Time to end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry. Yeah. Definitely looking forward to that. No matter when it comes out. Unless it comes out like in the summer. But it won't because it's coming out in summer in Japan. Hooray! Thank you, Sacrifices. Anyways. Moving on. Interesting piece of news. College student arrested for threatening Kagawa lawmaker over game playing ordinance. So yeah, some more politics.
You're just really political today, Drew.
Yeah, just a little. Police arrested a 21-year-old male suspect on Wednesday after he sent a threatening message to Kaguya Prefectural Assembly member Ichiro Oyama. Basically, he was butthurt about this new ordinance that let me see what the guidelines are. Basically, it's trying to combat video game addiction.
Right.
And even though I have no idea how they plan to enforce it, but basically, it's not so much rules. It's just like guidelines, but basically saying they restrict children under the ages of 18 to 60 minutes of video game play or smartphone usage per weekday and 90 minutes on weekends. It also forbids children under the ages of 18 from using game devices after 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. for children under the age of 12.
Yeah, so those are ordinances. Nobody gives a shit. Like, I mean, you can just not listen to those. But I will say those are very restrictive. Like, come on. 60 minutes of smartphone usage?
Okay, so I didn't. So I saw the video game thing, and even though I thought the video game thing was like a bit much, the smartphone usage is like complete. Like that's you're out of pocket. For that
you're crazy.
It's like, just take away the thing that makes children children. The fact, like, it's like, this reeks of boomer energy.
Yeah, this is pure boomer. Back in my day, we didn't have cell phones.
Back in my day, practice kendo.
Yeah. We used a telegram, and there was only one for the whole city, and we liked it. So everyone else, we should do the same now.
We just practice writing out obscure or obtuse kanji for hours.
Pass.
Yeah. Absolutely. Although I will say, this man's response is definitely also unnecessary. I didn't say what he did, but basically he wrote messages on a excuse me, on the prefectural assemblyman's homepage, threatening to stab him with a knife over and over.
Oh, he hacked the homepage. Would have been better if he just did like dicks. I think would have gotten the message across better.
Or my why is this? But this doesn't even affect you. You're 21. These guidelines are for kids of 18 and younger, not even younger, under the age of 18. Not saying that's right. I'm just saying, why are you taking it so personal?
I don't know. This story's weird. There's a whole.
I read this and I was just like, oh, I have to talk about this. This is super. This is super weird. Actually, in May, a mother and her 17-year-old son filed a lawsuit against the Kagawa Prefecture, claiming that the ordinance is unconstitutional and violates fundamental human rights.
Is an ordinance in any way a law, or is it just advisory?
Well, they say
and yes, there's no way you can possibly enforce it.
No, they said the prefecture. It says here that the prefecture has no plans to enforce penalties on households that do not comply with the ordinance, and asks that the household applies rules under their own discretion.
All right, so it's
So it's I don't know the point. I don't really know the point of this ordinance or rules, but I do agree that it's yeah, I would say it definitely is in the unconstitutional territory. It's bruh, I can't play video games. That's not a up to you thing. That's up to the parents.
Yeah,
and how the parents decide to rear their children.
Yeah,
that's very interesting.
That's completely unenforceable and just some shit somebody made up for obscure reasons.
Yeah, this is a very weird set of guidelines for some reason. I don't think there's such a bad thing as fighting video game addiction, because it definitely exists, because there's an addiction for everything. But this isn't it. Also, I don't know. How about can we do something to fight the alcohol addictions or the drug addiction or the gambling addiction?
Just video games.
Yeah, I was just there's more addictions that are potentially deadly to not just the person doing it, but to others as well. Video games really isn't it in the long span of things. So I was just that's interesting. Also, I can't really think of a way to try to, fight video gaming addiction via a law.
Yeah, no, that's a parent thing. You gotta be parents. Let the parents parent.
Yes, exactly. I just thought it'd be something interesting to talk about, especially since we have such a short lineup.
Yeah, it is a very short lineup. Extremely short.
Incredibly. But unfortunately, we have talked this article into ground, and we must continue.
Yes.
We must progress on to the weekly reviews, no matter how short they are. But let's start with my episode of the week.
So was mine.
For the last time.
Forever.
Kaguya-sama to episode 12, the final episode.
Yeah, and it was a great episode, just as I expected. It did a little bit of it was a sweet and sour. We had a very bittersweet beginning and then a very, very sweet ending. It's full of comedy, which is something I really loved.
Yeah, just I love how even in the sweet part of it, when they're trying to be sweet, it was still funny. They still have even in those moments of drama, it's still funny.
It does a really great job of balancing the comedy and the drama aspects, and then I think this episode was the epitome of that, where it can go to the whole really dramatic aspect, but then immediately swing back to just slapstick comedy, literally immediately, and it still works. That transition we went from Kaguya being like, "Oh, my memories with my friends on my phone is the best thing." 2 seconds later, we have Chika talking about pumping it. So
exactly, and even before then, Hayasaka in the store going crazy, like, whoa, like she's totally distracted. She's like, whoa, look at all these new features. Whoa, technology's amazing. Whoa. Like, I love Hayasaka.
Yeah, I love Hayasaka. I'm not gonna. You know what? I think as much as I love Chika, I don't know.
Listen, I know people are still.
No. I was gonna say I would date Hayasaka over Chika, but no, I'd date Chika over Hayasaka.
No, this is funny because it's funny because so a few days on Twitter, I saw something about like about Ray, aka Sailor Mars, and I retweet it, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, oh, she's my favorite, like, yeah, I love her. And then some of the comments was like, no, absolutely no way. It's Sailor. Fuck, what was her name? Sailor Venus?
Jupiter?
Yeah, Sailor Venus is like, Sailor Venus is the best. And I'm just like, this wasn't. I never said she was a. I deliberately said she was my favorite. You just came out of nowhere.
I mean,
and
to
was
be
like,
fair, that guy does have a point. So I can't.
What are you trying to argue? Like
Sailor Venus is the best though, so I can't. It's not like he says something crazy like Sailor Moon or something. So
I mean, yes. Do I disagree with that? Yes. But But was that my initial argument? No. It wasn't even an argument, which is my whole point. It was just saying I was like, wow, I like Sailor Mars. She's my favorite.
You know, Drew, you should know how Twitter is now. I saw somebody say something along the lines of like, when it comes down to Twitter logic, you can post something like, I like vanilla, and the next reply would be, well, why do you think that chocolate and strawberry should never exist? Like, because in everyone's mind, they're just going to twist your words to say whatever the most antagonistic version of what you said is.
Yeah. Well, I say all that just to say, because I know it sounds like a really random tangent.
It is a really random tangent, but go ahead.
No, but yeah, no, there's a point to me saying all of that. I feel like people felt the same way when Hayasaka clearly stepped up this season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I said she was best girl, but I'm like, that's just for me. I specifically like Hayasaka because she is my spirit animal. There's nothing wrong with having Chika be your best girl. Like, I think they're both very respectable. I don't think we have to fight over it, go back and forth. To me, that's like the silliest thing is arguing which one is the best girl.
That's the most fun thing.
Oh, but it's so pointless because it's like, no. I feel like all the guys who say no, Chika's my favorite, I'm just like, Hayasaka's my favorite, and it has a lot to do with me just being gay. So it's like, just based on that aspect alone, it's like day and night. Like, you can't really compare. You can't compare why I like Hayasaka as opposed to why you like Chika.
Fair
but
enough.
Either way, you can like either because they're both phenomenal characters and both definitely strong candidates for best girl.
And also Miko, who was great this episode too, by the way. Hey, Miko was beautiful this episode.
No.
Her hair down. 10 out of 10.
I didn't say that was wrong, and she did look great with her hair down. I agree with all that. Best girl, she needs another season.
Maybe,
for you to
but she's all right. She's not Hayasaka or Chika tier yet, but she's
or Kaguya.
I'd say she's Kaguya tier. She's I think she's up there with Kaguya for me.
All right, close. Spicy take, I guess.
maybe. But yeah, no, she was cute. Them goading her on to keep pumping the balloon.
The balloon.
Was the fucking most fun. They're all
so
scumbags.
They really
keep
are.
Going. And that's why I like Chika so much, because she's such a scumbag.
She really is. I mean, they all are in their own ways.
Mm-hmm. The seeing everyone do their quick turnarounds was also really fucking hilarious. Like,
yeah, I also like Ishigami. I really love that they're slowly but surely making Ishigami way more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just more redeemable. Like, they were like, oh, let's just make you pretty, and they parted his hair, and he looked like a Baishonen. It was great. It was great. And then when he went to go blow up the balloon, he was like, I went through my arc. I can do this. No problem. I'm no longer scared. And he's like, Oh shit! Never mind. I'm gone.
Yeah. Oh man, the whole thing with when they did it with Shirogane, when he's doing it and he has like the flashback of his father, like be a man, always take the bullet for a woman, and then he's like, no, pass. Kaguya.
No, actually, I'm good.
even the way they ended it with the whole explosion.
Oh my god, I love it. The whole Love Is War. It's so weird. It's like they reference the opening from the first season opening, which is weird, but great because they literally like went through the whole skit as though like everyone died. Like
even Kay and Chika's little sister were like, "Bye, we're dead now."
Yeah, exactly. Bye, nice way to die. Like I'm like, what?
They're all dead.
Everyone just dead.
There is one little interesting eye catch at the end if you look at the final screenshot. In the like etched in the stone, there is a little word that says "continue," yes or no, which is kind of like a teaser for season 3. So hopefully there is a Aniplex Kaguya panel on the 4th or 5th of July. Maybe we'll get news about a season 3 there.
Oh, they're definitely just gonna be like, "Oh, we're giving you OVA, suck it."
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's just like, I think it's Aniplex US. I don't know if they'll announce JP stuff, but I looked at it and they have the Japanese voice actresses there. So
still that doesn't mean anything.
So I don't know.
They're gonna be like, "Whoa, the dub!" And
that's what I was gonna say, because Kaguya is getting a dub. So I don't know what. But if there was you would think then they would have the American voice actors there if they were going to talk about. I don't know. I'm having my fingers crossed for season 3.
Yeah,
and I want news now.
I would love to be wrong, but we never know. I feel like Japan really likes baiting us. They do such a good job.
So with that said, should we go into our final scores? Who wants to volunteer to go first? Me or you?
I guess I will go. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of on the fence about this finale because I said last episode how I feel about the finale will determine like the score, and I was still kind of on the fence of it. But I realized that's because we were doing like anime night, and there was a bunch of us talking. I kind of get to catch some of the stuff, but then I watched through it again, and I caught more of the things like the balloon bimbo, etc.
Balloon bimbo.
Yeah, balloon bimbo. And I was like, actually talking through it with you now, I was like, yeah, I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen. This will be my first 10 I ever give.
Didn't we give Violet Evergarden a 10 out of 10? Or was that 9.5?
Shit, did we? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Okay, so this might be our second 10. I think we gave it a 9.5, though.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go back and
go to the archives.
But in case we didn't, this will be the first 10 that I remember.
Until our next 10, and then we'll be like, this will be the first 10 we've ever. I'm gonna give it a 10 as well. I don't think that this finale was like the best episode, but it was still a really, really good episode, and it ended. It
wasn't, yeah.
It was. It ended it the way I wanted it to end it. I thought the little ending credits, especially, was really cute and cheeky. And yeah, no. When it comes to comedies, I think it's between this and Konosuba for my favorite all-time comedy anime.
Yeah,
I will say the advantage that this has over Konosuba is, like, it can do comedy just as good as Konosuba, but then it can also do the drama and character aspect. Like, the characters are really, really, like the whole Ishigami arc that we just had.
It was pretty fantastic.
I feel so much more like attached to these characters,
Exactly.
And like, it just works on all phases, as a drama, as a romance, and especially as a comedy.
I know. I just like asking me which one is better though. That's like such a hard. Like
I know.
It's like two masterpieces. Even though I'm pretty sure we didn't give Konosuba a 10.
No, I think we gave it 9.5.
We did. But still, like I feel like most people will still vote for Konosuba just because, I don't know, straight men. I feel like a lot of them aren't for like the whole sometimes they're really not for like the whole drama or romance of it
if you just
all.
want pure comedy, but even if you just want pure comedy, like Kaguya is still like 9 out of 10 times is a pure comedy, over the top comedy.
Yeah, but it is. I don't know. Some of their jokes are some of them are. I would say the jokes are a little advanced compared to.
Oh yeah, well, Konosuba's bread and
Konosuba.
butter is all like really simplistic humor, and it does
Yes,
a lot
very
of
simplistic slapstick. That's why I think it'd be more popular because I'm not trying to say
it applies to
I'm
a
not
wider
trying
range.
I'm not trying to say that you guys
You're not
are
smart
dumb,
enough
but
to appreciate the inner workings of the Kaguya.
Oni said it, not me. So
I said it sarcastically.
Still said it though, and I still don't disagree with the sentiment.
No, it's definitely a smarter comedy than Konosuba,
but
yeah,
they're both very good.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is such.
I need to
This is such a great. I love the end how Chico was the one who blew it up, of course, with the tangerine. Like, the picture when I'm not sure if did they show. I think it showed like the messed up phone when they showed like that picture of Kaguya. A picture of like everyone in student council taking a picture together on her.
Yeah, on her
once
phone.
again broken phone.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I'm just like, this is one of those things, like, it's funny, but it's also very sweet and very heartwarming.
It is. I'm going to be super tempted to pick up the manga because I know Savior wants me to, and I'm already just like, I need more Kaguya now.
Yeah,
but I have to. Because the thing I like about the anime and why I prefer anime over manga in general is just, like, yes, the manga is probably going to be amazing, but it's not going to have this level of presentation and the music and the voice acting. Is like Kaguya's voice acting when I was listening to it this episode, it's so incredible how she goes in between like her different moods. She uses different voices. Sometimes she's really squeaky and high pitched. Sometimes she's really deep and low. Chika has her super cute, energetic voice. Like I can't.
When she starts like babbling and bitching at everyone.
Yeah, and like just the extra element of having sound, and especially the visuals, because God knows the anime does so much with the animation and the visuals.
Yeah, I would say even another dark horse would be Ishigami. He has a great range. Like he also goes all over the place.
Yeah, and that's just why this show's so good. Like, and on every technical aspect, it's just good. Sound, visuals, story, comedy, everything. It's great. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Truly 10 out of 10. We will miss you.
Till next year, hopefully.
Till next year, indeed. And until then, let us move on. We must move on. We must push on. Oh, goodbye, my farewell, my friend.
Bye, Kaguya-sama.
Also, there is another series where, I want to talk about manga versus anime, but we'll get there when we get there. Up next is Fruits Basket, Season 2, Episode 12.
This was another heartwarming episode, I think.
This one just was like...
It put me
I feel like I appreciate it. I appreciate this more because it's focused more on the adults in the series.
That's a good point.
And I can't believe that we're at this part of our lives where we relate with them more than the teenagers.
Whoa,
so it's like,
I didn't say anything about that.
I mean, it's still true. I mean, you don't have to say it.
I'm still a cool kid. Thank you very much. Old man.
You're older than
Boomer Drew.
You're older than me. But
I have the heart of a child.
You kind of don't know anything about like pop culture.
I do know. I know all about that stuff. All of it.
Did you hear about Beyonce's latest song?
I heard about Megan Thee Stallion winning Best Female Hip Hop Artist. Bam!
In what?
In BET Awards.
Okay, well, there's hope for me.
If that doesn't scream young, I don't know what does.
So this episode it's centered around Mayu, aka Toru's homeroom teacher. And the whole background dynamic that she's had with the Somas.
I didn't even recognize her as Toru's homeroom teacher because I was like, I did not know Toru's homeroom teacher was so hot. I feel like I've never noticed
we talked about it.
Did we?
We literally talked about it. Yes.
She's season 1
at the beginning. 1 or 2. Like, I'm pretty sure I definitely went on my way to say, my God, why make everyone pretty? Even and I said, quote unquote, yeah, even their homeroom teacher is beautiful.
Yeah, no, she's definitely drop dead gorgeous. Also, Hiro's mom made like a little 2-second cameo, and she is also super top tier MILF. But anyway, continue with the heartwarming story we're talking about.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I hate you.
Listen, anyway. I know you're gonna bring up Shigure and his like how he looked in the flashback, because he was super hot as well. So,
I mean, he's always attractive. Like his
he looked even more attractive 2 years ago.
I am honestly, it's the same to me. It's the same to me. I don't think I guess if you found him hotter, then that's.
I find everyone in this show fucking hot. All right.
All right. Wow. So only like the males are hot. Shigure somehow got even sexier when he got younger. I'm just like, are you okay?
That says nothing about me. That says more about Fruits Basket's character design.
One horny co-host.
That is just. I just appreciate good character design. I'm sorry. Sorry, you don't have an eye for character design.
So it starts out with her just First of all, we learned that I didn't know her, like she dated Shigure, and I'm just like, wait, what?
Kind of dated.
Oh yeah, the quote unquote date. I want to say something so shady, but we will save that till after the podcast. That's truly some G&A after dark shit. But yeah, they had a pass, and I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. And then he was like, hey, remember how you also were into Hattori? And I'm just like, bitch. And how you're also friends with Kana? And I was like, uh-oh. I know where this is going, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I really love the them bringing us back to the story of Hattori and his romance and everything. Although I will say I'm not a big fan of the I forget his first girlfriend's name. Was it Kana?
Kana?
Yeah. Like I'm not a big fan. I like her. I'm not a big fan of like when she had her mental breakdown and she's like, "Oh my God, I couldn't help him. His eye got hurt." Like, and she was like going crazy or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people overreact sometimes in this show.
It's not an overreaction because she probably realizes the power that Akito has over them at this point, and but then she couldn't do anything about it as she watches Akito go crazy, take a shard of glass and then cut a bitch. Or no, is that what happened, or did it shatter and then hit?
And I think it shattered and hit Hattori, and then Akito was like, "It's your fault," because he's a fucking asshole. Fuck Akito. Exactly. Fuck Akito. He always finds a way to be an asshole every episode, even when he's not in the episode.
Yeah. It's actually interesting that you mentioned that, because he literally does do that, besides this flashback. But yeah, like, she couldn't do anything. Like what's she gonna do? Be like, we're going away from here. Yes,
yeah, but she didn't have to do like the whole Higurashi face and shit. Like, it looked like she was losing her mind. Like, I don't know, she got mind broken a bit easily. Let's just put it that way. Like, damn.
But it was her. Well, because she's so gentle. Look how nice.
She did not.
Look how pretty. Look how nice and pretty she
did
is.
Not. If this was an RPG,
she's not. She is not like the rest of them who are like, oh, we're just used to Akito. Da da da. She's like, I'm bright-eyed and bushy, and the scene where Kana's talking to Mayu, and they're like shopping and stuff, and Mayu's like teasing her, and she's like, "Oh, no, stop it!" Like, hello.
Okay, but you can be cute and bright-eyed without being, like level 1 in fortitude. Fucking like Toru is cute and bright-eyed, and she's not mind broken that easily. Like, when Toru has more mental fortitude than you got a problem.
Okay, but to be fair, Toru was homeless, so she has a lot of mental fortitude than most people. She's homeless as a teenager, so ... That's not a fair comparison. But yeah, like I get where you're coming from. It's just like I get it. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just because I'm sensitive. So
Yeah,
like
maybe.
I get it. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be. I feel like I wouldn't be. I probably would freak out, just not in another way. I freak out in the way where
You
I.
would just punch Agito or stab him or some shit.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Okay, so I wasn't trying to outright say it, but yeah, if that happened and Satori, I literally would like tackle him to the ground and start choking the life out of him.
Wait, so if Akito dies, does that kill the other Zodiacs?
Oh, bitch! I guess I would have found out when I killed him.
Because, like, yeah, I guess that they can't do it, but like, I don't know, can Toru kill him or somebody else that's not part of the Zodiac just be like, bop, and kill Agito and everyone's free from the curse?
Listen, if I would have strangled the life out of him and then everyone else ended up being dead, then I guess and I guess I would have ended up like Kana at the end because I was like, damn, I killed like 12 people. Plus Akito, whatever the fuck he is. He's not a person.
Yeah. You can subtract him from the count.
Exactly. 12 humans plus Akito. Yeah, either way, so as far as I'm concerned, either way, we're gonna be mind broken like Kana. So that is our lesson for today.
I did love Mayu and Shigure. I think they really get along well. Like, I like their dynamic together. Even when they weren't dating and they were doing like the flashback and they were just talking with each other and stuff.
Yeah, they have great chemistry outside of being a couple.
Mm-hmm. Also, what is with was it Fruits Baskets where there was another when Mayu started crying and let out this like ungodly crying voice? Like, I think it was
Fruits Basket. Wail of death.
I think it was Fruits Basket that had another scene where another girl was crying and it sounded like a banshee. I don't know who's in the studio getting these crying voices out, but Jesus, all the Fruits Basket's voice actors know how to cry really damn well.
Yeah, they are really efficient at crying. I think that was Kaguya. That was the episode of Kaguya.
It was. Oh yeah.
Where she bawls like a mad woman.
Damn, Jesus Christ! You got. I don't like. Do they kill puppies in front of the studio?
They delete for each time their crying isn't believable. They randomly delete 2 5-star servants at random.
Jesus.
Oh god, but yeah, did lots of crying. I like the whole little cute dynamic with like Mayu and the mother.
Mm-hmm.
Mother being very much a mother. Mm-hmm. I felt this a lot when she's like, get married and
big mother energy.
Yeah, I was just like, oof. I felt for Mayu. I felt for her a lot. Oh god, but the scene that got me was when Mayu was crying, and Hattori was like, yeah, I guess he's like, I feel like it's good like that to cry like that when you feel sad, but I guess you lose the ability to cry as you get older, and I was just like, oh, that one hit me. I was like, oh no, well, this is a nice episode. It can end now. I'm kind of done.
Somebody needs to go watch Violet Evergarden.
Clearly, ugh. God, because I'm just like, yeah, because crying is a thing that I just really don't do. Like it'll be like very weird triggers that'll set me off, and I'll shed like maybe like a tear or two, but like straight like crying. Like,
do you not do the emotion porn thing where like you randomly watch videos that are just really touching and sad to try to get yourself to cry?
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna do that tonight.
Yeah.
I feel like they put me in the mood. I think I'm gonna start doing that because there's a show on Netflix called Grace and Frankie, and like this one character named Brianna, she has a reputation of being like a stone cold like hard bitch, like doesn't take shit from anyone, very emotionally closed off. And in one of the episodes, her family finds out that she literally has like a day to just get all the emotions out, where she literally just has to a day where she just has a tub of ice cream, gets high, and watches like all those sad like dog movies.
Yeah, it's therapeutic.
It is, and you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Instead of dog movies, though, it's probably just gonna be anime. Maybe it could be anime with dogs. Maybe it'll just be Clannad. Who knows?
Yes.
Go back before seeing episodes of Clannad and Violet Evergarden.
Yes.
Oh yes, internal tears. Unlimited tears works.
All right. With that said, shall we move on to our next program?
Absolutely. Let's move on to Tower of God, episode 13, the final episode.
So now that we got Rachel's backstory, Drew, do you sympathize with her character and now do a complete 180 on how you feel about her?
Fuck that bitch. Hello?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Like, can we just... it's like, I don't know. I usually am not the person who likes thinking of bad things, wishing for bad things upon people. But I literally would just love to watch some like revenge porn where she's like in that wheelchair, and then like an accident happens, and then she's actually crippled.
I want like a Legion of Doom for anime, and I want Rachel and Akito to be in the same room together.
Right? They are the two leaders.
Yes. Just talking about how much they hate the people around them. So like, I hate this guy loves me. Oh, I hate that guy for loving me so much. Fuck him.
Ugh,
fucking hate love.
Ugh.
Also, fuck Rachel. I can't stress that enough. Just fuck Rachel. Like her whole character. Fuck her.
Yeah, her sense of worth is just so non-existent. Like, bruh, if you have people like Rachel in your life who just are so lousy and just can't be happy for you, like when something good happens to you, yeah, you should just let them go.
But like Rachel's one step above that because she's even worse. Like what got me was when, first off, props to the rabbit dude was just shitting.
Oh my god, yeah, dragging her,
clump of garbage.
That bitch.
Yeah,
he said, there's not an ounce of charm. You're
making
so ugly.
Me cringe, your ugly ass.
Oh my god, I was like, I watched the episode twice, and it was just as good the second time. My lord.
But the thing that really got me upset about her was when she saw the whole thing with Bam in the test, which, by the way, really good way of circling back. But anyway, she saw Bam do the test, and then the guy was like, all right, you have to kill Bam. And her thing is not like, her first reactions are like, I can't kill Bam. Her first reaction is like, oh, he has a super weapon. Give me a super weapon so I can kill him.
Exactly.
Like you,
exactly.
Bitch.
She was like, wait, that's not fair. I can't kill... Not even so much, oh, I don't want to kill Bam.
It didn't even take her 2 seconds to be like, I'm going to kill the shit out of Bam. Just give me a gun. Where's the weapon? Give me a weapon.
Oh my god.
Just to get to the top of the tower. I hope she gets to the top of the tower and it's just like eternal hell. Like fucking Scorpion from Mortal Kombat is just endless fatalities on you or some shit. Fuck out of here. I hate her. I want her to get to the top of the tower just so that she can fall from it. Like, I want to see her fall.
Don't kick her off.
Yeah, I just want to see her fall so badly.
Oh god, her jealousy.
Figuratively and literally.
She is just so... She's such like a jealous, ugly, pathetic person. Like, wow. Like, she really is. It's like she acknowledges... It's just so gross how she acknowledges like how much Bam is trying. But she has like some weird superiority complex just because she views Bam as helpless, even though she admits herself that she's actually the pathetic one.
Yeah, it's super like a inverted savior kind of like, I was helping him because he's so down on his luck and he's not, worthy, and then he gets up in life and she's like, man, fuck him. I should be the one who's up in life. Like, what? Oh no, I hate her so much. I really making a character, I really hate her.
Yeah, and it was so horrible at that scene where you see her crack, you see her resolve, like, harden, and she's like, oh yeah, if I climb with him, I won't get to be the star.
Mm-hmm. It literally, like, I want to be the star.
Not even I get to be the. Not it wasn't even. Oh, I want to climb the tower because, but he's strong, so he can help me. It was no. She, like, it's like I'm so dumbfounded by it. I can't even get the sentence out. Like, she literally is so selfish. Has such a stupid superiority / inferiority complex. Like, I don't know what that complex makes no sense at this point. At least not to me. She literally is like, oh, even though you actually could just help me because you want to help me get to the top. Instead, I'm going to push you off because you're going to outshine me somehow. Everyone's going to look towards you. You're the one that everyone gravitates towards. So, and once I get up there, it won't be me because I won't be the special one. And I'm like, but you being special is all gonna be based on this horrible, fucked up lie and series of really disgusting, awful decisions, which I have been told she does not stop there. So it's just like, my lord.
Yeah.
Although I will say that despite me hating her to all hell, that's like very great character design.
Yeah, I mean, you got a character that you don't like. It's the same thing that they did with Shield Hero. Like, you hate the antagonist so much that you want to watch because you fucking hate her. But
yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I feel with Rachel, it's like I find her interest. Like, I also find her interesting. Like, it's not just.
I find her interesting in the sense that I want to know more. Like,
it's like
I want to see her more. But like,
yeah, exactly. Like, her psyche is so interesting. It's like I hate her guts, but it's like, God, just looking to her mind, seeing just how fucked up she is. It's like it takes you on a ride, as opposed to Mine, who's just like, I'm just an awful character because I'm an awful character. Akito, I'm just an awful character because I'm an awful character.
Yeah. Although I'm pretty sure we'll get some kind of like introspective episode about Akito eventually.
Yeah, probably eventually.
I will say props to Kun for also dragging her with his like when she was like on the fucking elevator and smiling, and he's like, wouldn't be here if I actually cared about him.
I love Kun. Kun is actually my favorite. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Kun my favorite. Every time I'm like, there might be some other character I might really like. Kun is like, hey, I'm here just being amazing. And I'm like, I love you. I love you so much. I love you. I love how much you hate Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
I love how manipulative you are. And I also like the fact that it was not him who set that whole thing with Ho. It was also actually a plot set by the administrators and Rachel. The people on this tower are incredibly corrupt. Holy hell.
Yeah, I like that the other rankers quit. The blonde dude, just like, I'm quitting, and you're quitting too, and we're going to go climb the tower again. I want to see their whole subplot too.
Well, actually, because I started reading the webtoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no webtoon. He actually got fired.
Oh.
They just, for some reason, they
changed.
They didn't. Yeah, they changed it just because they wanted to do that scene faster. Even though I'm sure they could have just, like, when he went in to say that he's quitting, the other guy could have just gotten fired in that same breath, because literally what happened in the webtoon. I don't know why they did it in a very different way. That didn't make much sense to me, but okay, like it's fine. Like, but yeah, continue. Sorry.
I don't want to leave Bam out of this equation, because also fuck him. If the first thing he thinks of when he gets up is like, Rachel, and I know his whole thing is going to be about still simping for Rachel and being like, no, she didn't mean to do it. So I know this is going to get a season 2, and we're going to see Bam.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be so fucking pissed at Bam when he's going to be like, oh no, I need to find Rachel and make up with Rachel, because she's a good person deep down. I love her.
A Trump voice for some reason.
I wasn't trying to do a Trump voice.
It was like
that was my simp voice. If you're associating that with Trump, that's...
It was like half Trump, half not.
But yeah, no, I fuck him too.
I mean, I don't... I won't say fuck him. It's just he's dependent on her. Like he's psychologically dependent on her.
He
Like
doesn't
I get
have to be. Like, come on, all these other dudes there. You got Ku.
that's like saying I don't know. That's like saying kind of like fuck your sister who's been with you the entire time.
Or but she's not his sister.
She's not.
Also, yes, if my sister did try to kill me, I'd be like, yo, fuck my sister. She tried to kill me.
At this point, well, first of all, at this point,
sister's a great girl.
At this point, we don't know. I'm just saying everything up until now was everything up until him pushing her off was like whatever. But so whatever ish, because she was still being kind of a dick. Because she was trying to kill him the entire time. But now I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't think he'll simp. I don't think he's gonna be simping.
He will be simping.
But he's definitely gonna be fixated on her.
Yeah, fixated on simping for her.
I don't know. I hope not.
Either way, I hope this gets a season. I'm like 99.99.
They have to. It's done already, so why not? That's free money for them. Either way, what is your score?
I think it got a lot better towards the end. It was kind of rushed in the middle, but I do love the characters. I love the world building. I love where the plot is going. I like the Machiavellian schemes going on behind it. It reminds me of Code Geass and Death Note in that sense. So overall, for the first season, I think I'm gonna give it 7.5. Really solid, above average show. Had a few flaws. I think could have been paced better. And I think the second season, if they do it well, can be much, much better.
I am going to give it an 8. Basically for the same reasons. Very solid show, good show, and did definitely have its flaws, like as Oni said, of like not pacing. Things were left out that definitely would have made it more sense.
Right.
You know, the politics of it all, I feel like were very the politics and manipulation of like the rankers in charge, I think were a little bit more important, but they didn't touch upon it so much in the series. Which is why I'm deciding to like, even though I'm planning on watching it, even for a podcast, I will continue to watch it. I decided to start reading the webtoon on my own. And already there's definitely like a difference between the two. I already see it. Some good, some bad. Like, you know, obviously unlike the anime, it's so much more like more detail, more stuff happening. I can already tell they're gonna. I feel like I'm looking for stuff that I'm like, oh, they're gonna cut this out, cut this out, cut this out.
That's why I don't want to read it, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, oh, they're gonna cut this. I'm gonna be too.
But it's like, but I think as a whole, I'll still be able to like, you know, I'll still be able to be like objective and still. I won't be too biased because there's some anime where I've done that where we read the manga, excuse me, and you know we didn't. They left some stuff out, but we didn't like 0 out of 10. I think it still remained impartial. One thing. Which I can say, which is probably why I will remain impartial, is that the animation of it all way better than the actual drawing of the webtoons.
Yeah, I saw a bit of the
no tea, no shade, but it is kind of rough.
Yeah, I saw a bit of like the panels and stuff in the webtoon, and I'm like, this looks pretty poorly drawn. Yeah,
it's very like cartoonish, but not in it. Like it's just compared to all the level that I see, it just doesn't match the level that I'm used to seeing in most manga that I read.
Yeah.
Like the fighting scenes, it's like I feel like I'm reading like someone who may or may not have like been on the B team who worked on like a Buffy spin-off comic. No tea, no shade to the Buffy comics. Those spin-offs are actually really dope.
But yeah, no, I get your point. So
yeah, so I can't wait to read I'm already on season 2, and yeah, it's a trip.
Well, let me know if it's worth reading, and if I mean you're enjoying it, but let me know what you think about it afterwards. I might pick it up.
Yep, will do.
All right, shall we move into what is fittingly the final episode of the podcast?
Is it really fitting though? Is it really?
Shadowverse episode 12. The last episode of Shadowverse for us.
Yes, yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yes, the last but definitely least for our lineup.
Hero won again. Hero always wins. He always. Good job, Hero. You stopped your so-called friend from getting that money that he needs to help his sister. So good job.
Yeah, thanks. Good job.
He's definitely gonna love Shadowverse now.
Yeah, no, his sister's gonna die. Good job.
Oh, my sister's dead, but now I understand why you love Shadowverse so much.
Oh God,
this is a horrible show. I'm just gonna come on. This was really, really the one of the
really
worst. This makes King's Game look like. Fucking, I will not be keep taking it out. This looks like man. Even Gendo Guardian had moments where I was like, man, that was kind of whatever. This is like to be this consistently poor to the point where it's like a parody of anime of every single trope in anime. Main character that never loses, believe in the power of the cards, bullshit just happens so he wins. There was no consistency to anything they did in the fight. It was just like, bullshit card, I win. Like,
and then skip a couple of turns later. This is our board and what it looks like. Oh my God.
Like, even the people who are writing this don't give a shit. Like, they're just like, whatever. There's no consistency between as simple as the premise of this show is, you can't even bother to make the fighting consistent or anything. Like, you're not animating fucking Code Geass or anything. Jesus Christ. Just everything. Everything is so bad. The animation, the story, the characters are all literal.
It wasn't horrible.
Alright, maybe I shouldn't say the animation. The character designs are garbage.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The animation's whatever, but the character designs are god-awful.
Yeah.
And it's just so basic. It's just so poor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I gotta say about it. I mean, should I rate it now?
So how did I feel about that episode? I mean, yeah, I got the gist of what happened. They were playing Shadowverse, and then Hero won.
Mm-hmm.
I, on the other hand, was enjoying my foray into Tower of God in the meanwhile.
I was not even like there were certain points in the episode where I was like, I missed something, and I was gonna rewind to catch up. I was like, I don't fucking care. Whatever.
Yeah. I guess I'm going first.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a 1 just because of Shadowcraft Girl.
Yeah,
That's it. Her story was actually somewhat interesting. If it literally was not for her, the show would have gotten a 0. Easy.
Well, I don't know if I would ever give anything a 0. It would have to, for a 0, it would have to be like physically painful for me to watch. And this was close to that, so it's getting a 1. This was like as close as you can be to causing me physical pain without actually being able to do it. Because, oh man. When I say that there was never been a show that I have cared less about than this, like, this show is nothing to me.
I think I'd rather watch anime about divination than watch this.
I'd rather watch any anime that aired this season. I would have rather watched. Oh man, we should watch Gleipnir.
I think I would have. We really should have. We really should have done Gleipnir. Yeah. This is exactly why I am so like strict. I'm stricter as from now on about what you guys give us to watch. Because I'm not doing this again. I am not doing this again. Not at all. Like, Azure Lane was like, that's fine. It's whatever. But it's like, this is just a waste of time. Like, of anyone's time. In any capacity. Ever. The people who made this anime wasted their time. People who gave their money wasted their money.
Well, they got paid, so I don't lose.
I mean, they I mean, I guess so. I guess they did, but it's what it's
And it's just
whatever.
sad because it's doubly bad because it, it's Shadowverse and it's Psy Games. They had so much potential. Literally, Princess Connect this season was amazing. Princess Connect is great. Why did this show not get any love at all? Like the concept behind Shadowverse, there's plenty of lore there. There's plenty of even if you just fuck the Shadowverse lore, we want to make an original card game anime. Okay, fine. Put like a little bit of effort into it. It's just such a wasted bit of potential.
They literally could have just done the main plot
I'm never gonna
of
see
the
Luna,
story.
animated Luna.
Right? Like it's right. It's right there. I still don't understand. Oh, whatever. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, this is
Like I'm not even. I like. It's so funny watching Oni go off and just shit on it. I'm like, I literally stopped caring like a Q3 episodes.
I can't
ago.
believe we gave a show a 10 and we gave a show a 1 in the same fucking episode.
Oh yeah. I feel like I kind of want to give it a 0 just to have like our first 10 and 0. That would have been something, but you know, I will try to have some integrity. I won't give a 0 just for memes.
Alright. I think we've said all we're ever going to say about this anime. So,
Yes.
if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you can catch the podcast as it goes up every week. Also, if you haven't checked it out already, we did do an anime preview guide for the upcoming summer season. So make sure you check that out so you can see what we're covering next season as well as, you know, interesting shows coming out. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, and Discord, all linked in the description down below. And if you want to go that extra mile, you can even support us on Patreon, like all these lovely people on screen right now. One of the perks will include being able to live watch an anime with us every week. We just finished Kaguya-sama. I think we're going to be starting up ReZero Season 2 with our patrons next. So if that sounds interesting to you and you want to join us for that, by all means, head over to Patreon or become a YouTube member. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, guys, don't just watch stuff that you like. Watch stuff that you like. Watch stuff that you're going to enjoy. Don't be like us.
Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom. Until next week, this has been Silveroni, and
We do.
we'll catch you guys later. Later.
Bye.